Okay, good day. So, yeah, Happy New Year to all of you. So, we're back again for a new demo tutorial. I will teach you how to create a brush with combine with different brushes, or with combine with a brush and another brush to create a texture, a texture, a rough texture, a messy texture, random texture of brushes using a different brush. So in order for you to have a good a new style of custom brushes. So here it is. First, you need to choose what type of brush you want to apply the additional brush. So first, first for me, I will select triangular brush. This one, okay. So I'll just turn off first the setting, So this is in PS. So I have this default setting of the brush. You can easily create this kind of shape using your edit define brush preset. And then after you have created that, so the next thing you need to do is, okay, so here's the 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 default brush. So we need to customize this. So using the brush setting, so we want to have a softer brush stroke. So you need to select the transfer. From the transfer, make sure that your control for opacity jitter and flow jitter is set to pen pressure, so that you will have more softer controlled stroke. Okay, so this is the output of this one. So if you select the transfer setting, then after that, you can adjust your opacity jitter to 11 or 10, just to give spacing again, to add more texture to it, or like a sequence or pattern, like following the shape of the brush. And then after that, you need to select the shape dynamics. Shape dynamics um is set to off. All of those settings are set to off. But if you want to create a brush that when you press the first stroke or click to your to your workspace, uh it will randomly um put a different direction of your brush. Not, instead of having this default shape position, you can have, let's say, pointing at another direction. So you need to select the angle jitter. So from the angle jitter, you need to select the initial direction. So every time you click on your artboard or document, it changes direction. So that's that's why it's called initial direction. So every time you paint or create a stroke, it change direction. It's good in I don't know, in when you use flat brush, or just a stick brush, or if you want to have a more random, to have a more equal sides, okay, or of directions of your brush. Now, in order for you to create that textured brush, you can use, or from your settings, okay, so if this is our brush, you need to select the dual brush. So from my settings, I already selected the brush that I want to apply to my to my current brush. So if I select this splatter type brush, so it will create a rough texture. So I did not change anything on this setting, but still, um to follow, to have this kind of output, you can use the spacing 25%, scatter to 0, count to 1. The size, it matters, because if you change the size, and it's bigger, then you select the second brush, it will also differ. Ano. So for this one, I use the splatter type of custom brush. If I select a different type of brush, it will also create a different look or output. So let's say for example, if I select the other type of brush, so this will this will be the look of that brush. This kind of brush. Okay. Or if I use the this one, okay. If I zoom, make it bigger, so this would be the look of the brush. The oval, oh no, so there's no difference between that brush or this one. Yeah, so it always be different. So different from the other brushes. So it's up to you how you would use or change the setting of your brush. So that's why I use this one because it is much better for me. And there are other brushes that's similar to that that is good also for this type of style of brushes. So if you want to create a traditional look of brush, a painterly brush, so you can um, use the dual brush setting to your brush setting. Okay, so I hope it helps. If you want to create this kind of this type of custom brush.